Hi, everyone. Probably my biggest worry regarding the COVID-19 virus is the fact that people can carry the virus and infect others when they themselves have only mild symptoms or even no symptoms. So, like many of you, I find myself navigating the aisles at King Soopers with great caution as to maximize my distance from other shoppers. The coronavirus is a serious threat to everyone's well-being. The different ways we can be infected by it, the wildly different health outcomes the virus can end up causing, from no adverse effects to death, the possibility of additional waves of the virus sweeping over the world before a vaccine becomes available. All of these and other issues, especially financial ones, can quickly overwhelm us and tempt us to despair. Our situation today mirrors well the situation the widow of Zarephath faced in the story from 1 Kings. She and her son also had to confront an existential threat to their lives. Like us, she could not pretend away the seriousness of the situation. The way forward was not clear, but she knew that unless she could find more food and do so soon, death was just around the corner. And to make matters even more perplexing and dire, Elijah, a man claiming to be a prophet of God, asked that she, in faith, share with him what little food she did have, and to trust him when he promised that she and her son would not go hungry if she did what he asked. Somehow, this widow found within herself the willingness to trust Elijah and place her and her son's lives completely in God's hands. And as we know, she discovered that God was indeed faithful, and that mysteriously and wonderfully, neither her jar of oil or her jar of meal ever ran out. Seemingly against all odds, they would survive. The God who saves had saved. Like the trust she was asked to place in Elijah and in God's care, so are we now, in this time of a pandemic, being asked to place our trust in wise people, such as Dr. Anthony Fauci in Washington, and especially the trust in God, who we believe always has our back, if we give him a chance. These days, faced with this new reality check regarding my own mortality, I find myself challenged in several ways. Challenged to be more trustful of God's love and care for me, to be even more willing to place the whole of my life into his healing arms, to become even more aware of the fact that as much as I would like to think I am in control of my own well-being, that really I am completely and always dependent on his life-giving mercies in both good and frightening times. I'm also challenged to remember how God has carried me through other anxious times in my life. Times like now, when neither the safe way forward or the outcome is clear. So let's keep washing our hands, social distancing, and sneezing into our elbows as Dr. Fauci urges. But also let us keep the faith. Let us, as the saints would advise, let go and let God be God, trusting in this resurrection season that his goodness and love will always win in the end. Amen.